On the
What benefits does a composter have?
Bone meal.
oh yeah, if you put dirt in it, you get
Gotcha.
like the slowest way of getting bone meal.
Mm-hmm.
I believe it. I'd rather go kill some skeleton.
My God, look at how many cows are over there. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that is a frames will dip. Gavin, what's the name of your stream? How I play Minecraft and why?
Why? By the way, you paid is wrong. You got to get people to click.
That's true.
I play like the other person.
Sound like it.
I do have a lot of animals roaming my desert.
Yeah, have you seen the farm at my village?
Oh,
I mean, your animals are roaming now because of Kai's
I exploded it
misdoing.
Why did Kai explode your
on
stuff?
accident.
Their
On
creeper snuck
accident.
up on him.
Oh.
Just happened to be next to the animal pen.
Oh god. Oh god. Oh sh. Tell everybody
Tell everybody I'm on my way.
That was a good movie.
God, I'm watching like all of DougDoug's videos that I haven't watched in literally forever. I watched the Skyrim one.
Yeah.
I watched the Uber driver. Then I watched the. They're so funny. It's on.
Oh, I hear the fuck, what are they called? The nightmare creatures.
Oh, the phantoms.
Yeah, the phantoms. I hear them. 'Cause we're not going to bed.
God, I need more glass.
Previously on DougDoug, Doug set out to beat Skyrim with just 1 hit point, meaning that any damage he takes will kill him. And to make this even harder, every single death, Doug must do a randomly selected punishment. It was clear from the beginning that Doug would need a follower to pull this off,
I
so
think
he
the
found a
Phantoms
wood
were
elf
attacking
named
time.
Fondle, and they fought together like brothers in Bleak Falls Barrow. Save my life, Vandrel!
I'm not
Oh my
sure.
god. But then, Fondle, his own sous chef,
Ow.
murdered Doug. So he took Fondle to trial on the cliffs of Bleak Falls Barrow. Fondle was sentenced to death, and Doug murdered Fondle. Now, Doug has been summoned by the Greybeards on High Hrothgar and must venture to the dungeon of Ustengrav. But to pull this off, he's going to need a new follower. A follower who's bigger, stronger, someone who won't betray him like that butthole Fondle. To pull this off, Doug needs Lydia.
Where is our bae? Is this her?
What do you need, my thing?
Look, I know some people here are upset about the death of Fondle, but all that matters is that we've got a new bae. One who's better, stronger, probably won't murder us. It's Lydia! She's perfect! Look at her face! It's beautiful! It's beautiful! Man, the inside of her head. Look, she doesn't have a whole lot going on in the brain department, but that's okay. Come on, Lydia! What? They saw us? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Not good. Okay. Let Lydia take this one. Okay, got one. Did Lydia just die? Did she just one-shot 2 people? That was insane. Are you seriously gonna tell me that she is not better than Fondle right now? Lydia is a god! You're better than Fondle ever was or ever could be, Lydia. You're amazing. Come. God, she's perfect. All right, this is... Oh, no. Dude, these skeletons could 100% kill me. Should I just have Lydia go in? I should have Lydia go in. All right, check this out. This is how K-pop was meant to be played. First, I fucking 360. Oh, and we did it. Great job, Lydia. Well, that means it's time for the punishment wheel. I wasn't paying attention. All right, here's the punishment. Oh my god, it was almost to a TikTok dance. What is this? What does this one mean? What does this mean? Somebody suggested it and I just went along with it. Is this a thing? Does this mean anything? Oh, it's going everywhere. So
What?
The achievement is to kill skeletons 50 blocks away, right? How far is 50 blocks away?
I just went
It's
really
very far.
I went up on top of the hill,
It-
Kai, and I just scouted out for skeletons. And I just sniped at them.
it smells very bad. Okay, let's play Skyrim.
This should be plenty far.
You'd think so, but
do I get past this? Sprint in a straight line.
Oh,
to the other
there we
side. All right,
go.
here we
Oh,
go.
you almost have to use Optifine.
Yeah, I was using Optifine the entire time.
I'm gonna go wash out this hair bleach. I'm gonna let you guys play while I go take a shower.
Jesus
Have fun,
Christ.
everybody. Here, I'll aim you this way. Now, after this second
tempted to
death,
put
Doug
on
decided to let Twitch
like an
chat play
infinity
Skyrim
bubble.
for a little.
Okay.
Can you have mending, Gavin, with a what can you not have with infinity?
Thing.
Bit while he went and washed the mayonnaise out of his hair, and while Twitch chat was frolicking around in the dungeon, something happened. That almost looked like Lydia.
If you ever want to max out a
Killed
crossbow, Gavin,
Twitch chat.
What?
if you ever want to max out a crossbow, put piercing on it and not multi-shot.
Oh, it's either or.
Uh-huh.
Carson, what are you working on?
How'd you do? So we reviewed the footage.
Carson?
What I'm getting from this is that Lydia murdered Twitch chat. Look at the evidence. What is she
Control
even
that.
swinging at? How do you even call that
Crossbow.
unintentional? What is she swinging at? Lydia murdered you! Oh, God! She's willing to just behead you for literally no discernible
Murder.
reason. I thought we could find a loyal follower, but no!
Murder.
Lydia has to murder. We might have to have a trial
I'll do it
for
again.
Lydia. But first, there was
Do you
still
wanna
more
help me find,
mayonnaise to clean up.
pumpkin
There's
heads?
mayonnaise on my clothes. It's on the bathroom sink. It's in the shower. It's on the toilet because the shirt fell off the sink. It's on the kitchen floor. I don't know how it got there. I must have tracked it from the paper towels. There's still some on
We
the
have
carpet
pumpkin
there,
seeds
there,
back at the
and
other
some behind
place.
my chair. There's mayonnaise everywhere.
I
So
don't
give me like 30 more
believe so,
seconds.
no.
You guys finish
I
this
haven't encountered
life
any
off, and then
pumpkins.
I'll jump back in. And then, literally 1 minute later, the instant Doug had turned his back, Lydia murdered us again. Did you do it? She did it again? Are you fucking kidding me? No way. Are you serious? The instant
get
I
a
leave
blade
again?
rod.
There's no way. There's no fucking way. She knew that she was already being called into a trial. She knew that. Oh my God. She saw me coming back? Are you serious? She knew that was her last chance?
I had my shield up, you ward.
You're telling me that right now, Lydia sees me with my head turned. Look at my head. The instant I turn my head, as I turn up to look, Lydia takes the killing blow. Are you kidding me? There's no enemy here. There's no enemy. Wait, she is blocking. Then what is she blocking from? If the enemies are to the left. Oh no. This just got a lot more interesting. Was she trying to protect you? Or is it a cover-up? All we know. So we're gonna have to monitor her very, very,
We spent all of this time making this
very
huge
close.
platform. Gavin.
Platform. What are you talking about?
The big
It
platform.
was
to the-
clear.
What?
The big platform to the inner fortress.
It didn't take that long.
That Lydia would be put to trial for murder. But first, we need to clear this dungeon. Look, this time I will make sure Lydia has legal representation, but it's not looking that good for Lydia. That's all I'll say.
What?
Fuck. I'm just bailing. Oh, okay. For all you Lydia stands, one on the board. Oh, I'm at the end. And a brisk 5 hours later, we had beaten the dungeon of Ustengrav. Please, just don't die to something stupid. Don't die to like a bone or like a candle or something. Don't have Lydia
Yep.
kill me. She literally has a weapon. Put your weapon
Yeah,
away.
you also got me an
Please.
Unbreaking 2 book.
Wait, what? That's not possible.
Yeah, I have 2 Unbreaking 3s and 1 Unbreaking 2.
Wait, what?
That's just what I have.
Oh. Well, I'll get him later then. That's weird.
Let me beat this dungeon. Yes! It took 5 hours, and we beat the second dungeon of the game without taking damage. And it was beautiful. And with that said, let's go
That
put our
guy's on
follower Lydia on
fire.
trial for murder and probably kill her. Come on, you guys. Let's get that sappy shit out of here. We've got a Lydia to kill. The place to do it? Of course. High
It's a pretty
Rothgar.
good
So far?
it's a pretty good meal.
Yeah, it's not bad.
I cannot find
Up
blazes
on the
to
cliffs
save my life.
of High Hrothgar, on Pride Rock itself, Lydia must answer for her crime. So let's look at some evidence. When Doug stopped looking, this happened. An axe to the head. And then, when Doug was going to clean the mayonnaise off of his chair, this happened. Innocent Twitch chat, who've never committed a crime, die mysteriously. We will select 3 random lawyers who will present an argument on behalf of Lydia. Lydia's first lawyer. Half-baked animations. What do you have to say on Lydia's behalf? How do you justify her insidious actions today? She obviously was afraid of spiders and went a whale because of it. She must have slipped and swung too wide. It was all a misunderstanding. She meant to swing at the enemy. Sure, not bad. Andron, how do you explain this situation? Is Lydia guilty? She was tired of playing second fiddle to your adventures. She obviously is using the fact that there's an enemy nearby as a cover-up. She was not courteous. However, we ran into the axe. Ladies and gentlemen, you've witnessed the evidence. You saw the body cam footage from Twitch chat. The final question: did Lydia commit murder, punishable by death? Fondle's fate for manslaughter hovered on the brink between 51 and 49%, but Lydia, with almost 500 votes, is faced officially with a murder conviction. You thought you could get away with it when Doug wasn't looking, when Doug was cleaning up his mayonnaise, but the people have decided, Lydia, and you are guilty. She might be a witch, but she did fight alongside us. Will she end up in Sovngarde? That's not for us to know. All we know is her treachery ends today. Lydia, go back to Fondle. You can meet again in hell. Goodbye, witch. Go back to that hellspawn that you crawled out of, because in this town, we get justice for murder! Yeah! Another day, another dungeon, another betrayal. Somebody in this land of Skyrim, someone is playing us like a fiddle. How deep does this go? We know that Fondle was a simp in Riverwood, but Lydia was recommended and given to us by the Jarl. Was Lydia acting on her own? We don't know. How high does this go? It could go all the way up to the Jarl. Maybe it goes even higher than that, to the highest enemy of Skyrim, John Howard. We don't know. How deep does this shit go? When will we stop being murdered? When will it end? I think I speak for everyone when I say fuck. But right now, we only know one thing for certain. We need a new follower. Because next in the campaign is this dragon fight with Delphine, and there's no way we're beating this shit alone. We need to get a follower. So we went back to Whiterun to find a new follower. We gotta hire a person. Let's go to the inn.
Be careful.
You?
I know nothing of fear. Looks like you've got some help already. I'll join you, but you'll have to let your comrade go. What do you say?
But when we tried to hire this new follower, she said we already had one. She said the dialogue that only happens if we still had a companion, which means
Lydia's alive? There's no way. Fondle died, and he fell like a tenth of how far Lydia fell. Lydia fell really, really, really far. She could have landed in the water. That is true. I mean, we could just look for her. And so the hunt began to find Lydia's body and see if she's still alive, because this is important if you want to beat Skyrim. So I shot her off the very top of that mountain this direction. She could have landed like in Whiterun. But no matter how hard we looked, after almost a full hour, Lydia's body was nowhere to be found. So we went to the crypt in Whiterun to see if her remains were stored there, but we died and then had to get Sonic as a new follower who for some reason didn't care that Lydia was maybe alive, and then we went through the crypts with Sonic to look for Lydia, but Lydia's body was nowhere to be found. I mean, it's not in there. She doesn't have a casket.
I just put a glass bottle in and took a glass bottle out, and it gave me Bruto
as a
potion.
very,
So just go into the right
last
one.
resort,
Take
just
the
to
glass
get
bottle out.
closure on this whole thing, we
Sure,
teleported Lydia's body right
We're potion
to
makers
us.
now.
Yep.
Okay, so the question is Lydia alive, right? What is the command to teleport her to me? Here we go. Is Lydia live or dead? I launched her off a mountain and she just casually picks herself up? How is she alive? We shot her so far! Is she in contempt of court for not dying, or did she just get off? What is the protocol? Lydia had flagrantly a mountain and she just herself up? How is she alive? We shot her so far! Is she in contempt of court for not dying, or did she just get off? What is the protocol? Lydia had flagrantly disregarded her death sentence by staying alive. And in a situation like this, there's only one thing you can do. You've got to get a lawyer. And so I called an actual California lawyer, my old roommate, Jack.
Hey, Douglas.
Hey,
What's
Jack.
going on?
After Fondle's tragic demise, where he was legally convicted of manslaughter and sentenced to death, we found a new fault.
But before you go too far on that one, I just want to bring something up.
Yeah.
You did not tell me that Fondle shot you in the back while you were murdering another man. But that aside, continue.
Anyway, we went and found a new follower named Lydia. She ended up murdering us again, and we ran through a full trial. Lydia was righteously sentenced to death as well, and justice was served specifically by taking her to the very top of High Hrothgar and hurling her thousands of feet out into the air and watching her body plummet violently into the ground below. And then today, we realized that the courier, who normally would give you her will if Lydia was dead, had not delivered the will to us. And so, after searching for Lydia's body for a long time, we eventually used European witch magic to teleport her to me and discovered that she is, in fact, alive. Lydia is alive.
Okay, well, that's quite the story, Douglas.
So, our question is, what is the legal precedent if someone is sentenced to death for murder, but the death penalty is not applied correctly and they do not die?
To tell you the truth, I'm not positive on this one, but I'm gonna have to say it is most likely that she has got to die again. I mean, you think about California, we do the lethal injection for our capital punishment, and a lot of times what ends up happening is, you know, it's basically 2 doses, one of which is kind of used as a muscle relaxant, and it's supposed to kind of dull the pain that comes from the second one, which is what actually kills you and causes you to stop breathing.
Yeah,
even though it's, you know, you might think that justice was meted out, it clearly wasn't.
So what I'm hearing here, me throwing Lydia off of a cliff was simply to stun her so that she was not in as much pain when I then killed her afterwards.
That was one reason why I left.
I mean, I thought I made it pretty apparent from my analogy that is exactly what is the case here, right?
There it is.
Yeah.
There's more
Okay.
glass.
This is very helpful. I just wanted to make sure we had all the legal
Nice
bases
World Trade
covered.
Center
Yeah, I think you're
coming
good to go.
Okay, thanks, Jack. Well, just build
Good.
me.
We are
let's say for an
expanding.
hour.
Sure.
As
Alright,
you can see, it's a
sounds
little
good.
bit taller.
She's stunned. One
Sweet.
shot has been injected, but
Now I'm
Lydia
just
still has
smelting
another one
sword.
coming.
Sand.
How do we deliver the second dose? I think trial by combat. Just like how the
Hopefully
California
it'll be
death
done
penalty
soon,
was
but
meant
it's
to be
probably
played.
gonna take a hot
So
minute.
prepare the lethal injection.
Sure.
This is it. You cannot say that Lydia hasn't played this perfectly.
Why am I
Hasn't
here?
played us like a damn fiddle.
Sounds like a
this
zombie
entire
villager.
stream. I don't know much. I'm not a good Skyrim
God, I
player.
hate that
not
you
good at
stripped all
killing
the
the dragon and saving
wood,
the
Kai.
world. But I know one thing.
All is
Someone
relative.
is sentenced to death
What?
here in California,
No.
and they serve that sentence starting right
Yeah.
now with that treacherous son of a bitch.
Absolutely.
What happened?
He stripped all the wood.
All
Then
is
he said
relative.
all is relative.
Yeah.
Kai, go fix his wood.
You can't.
Lydia.
You can't fix
No,
it.
not
I
on
mean-
his World
I
Trade
mean,
Center.
oh.
On the trees.
And there are so many other trees in this world.
You.
All
there
is
is a
relative.
lot of strip trees though. There's also a lot of trees that started to get cut down but then finished.
Oh, that one actually.
That was burning down trees.
Oh, never mind. Well, you could teleport.
One more.
I mean, yeah, that was what Carson did.
No. You took it. You took the
Sonic burning the witch. Sonic doing the deed. And Sonic has delivered justice. Lydia is dead. California won. Sonic, you did it. You're literally covered in her blood. Dying in the very position she survived that mountain fall from. I think it's safe to say that after 5.5 hours of a very intense, productive Skyrim streaming, we've done all we can for today. That's how you play Skyrim. And just to recap for everybody, today, all we did is walk from here to here.
I just saw a wither skeleton absolutely destroy a pigman.
They fight?
I don't know
They
why he
fucked.
fought.
Oh.
Yeah. All right.
What's up, everybody? I'm Jesse Kazam. Welcome back to another Escape from Tarkov video. This is the first video in a new series, Friendly Sunny, and which, if you've been around my channel, either here on YouTube or on Twitch recently, you know how much I love this weapon. It's been featured in some of the other videos I've done, like is 9mm worth it, or are SMGs worth it?
Maybe
where
we
we
should all
talk
go to
about some
bed
of
so
the benefits of this
the
weapon,
Phantom
but
stop
in my
attacking.
opinion, it deserves a video of
Or you
its
could
own.
kill him.
So the MP5 SD, the TLDR of like why this
Okay.
gun, specifically
No, I
the
don't think I
SD, is
will.
so amazing is that stock standard, the stats that it comes with. Of course, it's a 9mm weapon.
old
and we're gonna
Captain
talk
America
about
did
how you
kinda
have to
look like
temper
Joe
your
Biden.
expectations around what 9mm can do
Oh,
in
fuck you,
Tarkov.
skeleton.
But right out of the gate, as soon as you buy this thing,
Come here,
you're at
bitch ass.
26 vertical recoil
Yeah,
and
I
70
can see it.
ergonomics, and it shoots.
Do you have
800
glowstone, Jacob,
rounds
or
per
no?
minute. 800 rounds per
No,
minute
I'm
is
all out.
very. It's definitely not the fastest in the game, but it's very, very usable. It's not a slow firing gun.
God, I gotta
And
fix
it's
my
26
gamma,
vertical
dude.
recoil.
It's still like
I spent
daytime
hundreds
to
of
me.
thousands of rubles modding M4s and stuff
I
like that.
love-
think the
I-
meta,
I
meta,
hate when
meta
I have to
M4
put down
and HK
torches.
gets down to like
I
38,
just love
35
having
to
the highest
38
gamma,
range
or
for
nothing
their
matters.
vertical recoil, and this without anything attached to it is at 26 vertical recoil. It's a laser beam. And the
Fucking
reason why this
zombies
works so
eat
well with the
garbage.
9mm is because
Whoa.
you're leaning into kind of what you
That's
have
what you get
to
for
do
saying that.
Nasty
to make
guy.
a
That's
9mm
what you get for
really
saying that.
worth it, which is hit
No, I'm saying whoa,
headshots.
because
We'll
that
talk about the
zombie
ammo and
was
stuff like
totally
that
putting
later,
this thingy
but
inside
this
the sheep.
absolute laser beam gives you,
Whoa.
or at least me,
Don't
more
Yeah,
do that.
that's
confidence
not
to
okay.
hit those headshots, hit multiple of them consecutive
Bestiality.
to money on a tick. 69
Wait a
USD,
minute.
Already
which is
dead.
8,500
Yeah.
rubles. slaps right on there. You can use any red dot you
Oh,
want
God.
because I like the PK06, but I've been messing around with some other stuff like the Delta Point here, which is super fun. That the Delta Point requires its own mount. You don't have to use this for most red dots. Then you go, you can slap that right on. If you want to put a flashlight or a laser on, you can do that on the MP5 SD by buying this for 39 USD from Peacekeeper Level 2 or about 4,800
Well, I'm getting
rubles.
in bed.
Slap whatever flashlight you got on.
Apparently there's more
Boom, good to
monsters.
go. That's it. I don't always use the flashlight or laser. Sometimes I do. And you are good to go with this thing ready to rumble. Now, the MP5 SD on its own, this is quest locked. So you have to complete the quest Scrap Metal from Peacekeeper in order to unlock the purchase of this weapon. Now, that is only the third quest in the Peacekeeper quest line, so it's really easy to get to when you unlock Peacekeeper's quests. But because his quests are locked behind the Spear
I'm in
quest,
bed.
Friend from
Log
the West
off
Part
for
1
getting bed.
and Part 2,
I'm in the
and even
nether,
those can
so
be
it
hard
doesn't
to
really
get to because some of them require
Give
some
me a
profound
sec, I'm
raid
coming
things, some of
down.
the previous quests. It can be a little hard early wipe, or if you're a newer player, to get access
Oh,
to
perfect.
this
Stop
weapon.
it.
You can also barter for this weapon using a magnet, a Nixor, and a cyclone from mechanic level 2.
Right next
The
to
thing
you,
is
Ghast.
it's not
Please, just
necessarily worth.
anger.
These on the flea market are about 50k. These can be around 30 to 50k depending on when the wipe is.
No, I'm
But
gonna
if
just
you've got a few of
disconnect.
these things that aren't found in raid
Alright, you
laying
guys are
around,
good.
you can totally barter that for an MP5 SD. When you do complete Scrap Metal and you gain the ability to unlock it, it's Peacekeeper level 2, so very easy to attain, and it's 474 USD, which
Gavin,
just
you're
comes
good
out
to
to
come
about
back.
59,000 rubles.
What, Jacob?
I said you're good to come back.
What the? Oh. Enderman, he just keeps zooming. Oh,
now
he's back.
that 60k rubles for a gun isn't super budget. You know what I mean? We're not talking 15 to 20,000 rubles and you can one-click chads. But once again, because this requires so little attachments and it's got, as some of the stats are even way better than the meta for other guns, in my opinion, that price gives you a performance that you won't get until you spend hundreds of thousands of rubles on other caliber weapons. So in my opinion, this is absolutely worth it. And the attachments are pretty cheap and the magazines are pretty cheap as well. Now, you don't have to buy the MP5 SD. The stock MP5 is
Not
also
have 9
purchasable
lives.
without locked behind a quest from Peacekeeper level 2. And this,
Kai, what did you
Gavin,
do?
I need you right now.
And
Did you use the Totem of Death? Or whatever it's called?
What did you do, Kai?
Did
you die? Where?
Something very bad.
Where?
At the house.
Uh-oh.
We're gonna have to move out.
Uh-oh.
Why is it burning?
Why is everything on fire?
Well, the game never warned me of a certain attribute.
Oh my god.
What attribute is that?
So
Save the
apparently,
ice. I want the ice.
so apparently,
Just reset the server if it's a problem.
no. That's not a problem at all. It's just a very big. It's not
Make
even
a
a-
chest and
Wait,
put all the stuff.
what
back
up
in.
your armor, Gavin?
What?
Oh, I've got my leggings. Never mind.
Okay, make a chest.
That's what I'm doing right now.
Fix the ground.
Well, yeah,
So,
we're probably gonna
Kai,
have to
what
move
did
out.
you- what
No, we're
did
not
you-
moving
what
out.
did
You're
you do?
fixing my house.
So what happened was, no. But for real, I made a respawn anchor, and it charges 4 times. I tried to do it 5 times.
Oh.
All hell broke loose.
I know. Okay. God, I forgot.
So you're
there's
dunce
this thing.
head.
I didn't
Well, now
know. What?
Well, now we know what happens.
What, Ma?
Oh my god, God.
Sorry, Mom.
Buffoon.
Kai, I want this built to the T.
I need
Yeah, that's not happening.
Kai,
like
I
that.
want you to build it to the T.
To the T.
Yes.
So the
Well,
TT.
I mean, boy, howdy.
Or reset the server back 5 minutes.
I can't really do that.
Okay, so build it to the T.
I will.
I know it's not your fault, but like you saying we're moving out is not okay. 'Cause I want to be.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, I gotta kill some
Okay.
70 ergo.
cows.
So once
need
again, we're going back to
sandstone. We
40
got plenty
vertical
of that.
recoil. You know, I spent hundreds of thousands of rubles to
Was
get
it smooth
50
sandstone?
once again,
It's
40
smooth
vertical
sandstone.
recoil on almost slap that.
Oh god.
This at 291 USD, which is about 36,000 rubles. So almost just as efficient. Still don't need a bunch of attachments and pretty
This was
significantly cheaper. Very, very
Not meant to
usable.
happen.
Now there's two different mags. One of the
Yeah.
4,600
Yeah.
not bad at all. Very cheap. You can buy a ton of them.
Yes,
The 50 rounders, which
indeed.
are super nice for that higher mag capacity. You actually
Nice.
can't purchase these from a
Where
trader.
did you-
You're going to have to barter for them or buy them off the flea market. You can barter for them using one power supply unit to mechanic, which can be found in computers and stuff like that, or 4 wires. Once again, very, very common. Early game, you're going to need these for hideout items, so you'd probably be using 30 rounders anyway, but you can barter for them or buy these off the flea
Yep.
market because they spawn on like radar.
That test.
We're doing it now.
Well, it's like a 2-hour thing. I don't know how long it's gonna take.
So
us.
first we'll do it on my PC after you're done building the house.
Okay.
Or if it doesn't take us too long.
and stuff, they normally sit around 40 to 50,000 rubles. Totally up to you on if that's worth it. Now, moving into the ammo being used, 9mm is highly contested. It's something people talk about a lot. It definitely shouldn't hit as hard as big boy rounds, right? Like this should sit in a place where you're going to be able to take down lower gear targets easily, and it's going to struggle against high tier. The thing is, it's just up to you. Ask yourself how many Altons you run into, how many, Killa helmets you run into, stuff like that. I normally run one of these things. You can go for leg meta. You can do the Luger CCI or the rip rounds. That's not my style. The flesh rounds and stuff like that, I'm not huge onto leg metal. You can absolutely do that. Try that on your own. The two ammos
Just
that I use in
aesthetic
this
appeal
thing,
game. I know
AP
what I'm
6.3
talking about.
and the 7N31. If you want in detail about the differences between these rounds and how, like exactly how many shots it's going to take depending on Alton or specific armors, go check out my Is 9mm Worth It video. But the TLDR for these, the AP 6.3, 30 pen, 52 damage. 30 pen is going to be ripping through those exfil helmet face shields or the fast MT face shields. You're going to have to hit a few shots, but you're going to rip through those really easily. The 7N31, 39 pen, 52 damage. This is going to absolutely shred through that. This is in the territory of being able to get through some of those higher tier face shields with much less rounds than the AP 6.3. The price actually for both of these isn't that bad if you kind of remove the flea market. The AP 6.3 is 4 USD per round, but if you actually kind of spread that out from Peacekeeper, it is at level 3. But if you spread that out and you go to buy 100 rounds, you'll see that it's actually
Bless you.
322 USD to buy 100, not 400, which means each round is actually closer to 3.2 USD, which comes out much closer to about 400 a round, which in my opinion is not that bad for this. You can only buy 120 at a time, but if you kind of stock up some, then run a few MP5s, then hop off, this is very usable. And then the 7N31, you can get that 2 different ways. You can purchase that from Purpore level 3. It is always out of stock, and you can only buy 90 at a time, but the price isn't terrible at 700 rubles. The beauty is, my favorite craft that they added to the hideout recently is the ability to craft the 7N31, 100 rounds of it for a green gunpowder, a blue gunpowder, 100 PST GZH rounds, and a pack of nails. The blue gunpowders are very easy to find. You can just stock these up in raid. They're very easy to find. The PST GZH is incredibly cheap. You can just buy that from a trader. Nails are normally only about 20 or 30k. It's the green gunpowder that really adds the value to this. But if you've got your traders leveled up, you can buy 2 M67s from Peacekeeper for like 160
How much stone do you have on you,
USD.
Kevin?
You can buy a smoke grenade
What?
from
How much stone do you have on you?
It's all in the chest down below. For me.
Oh, that just sucks.
You don't need to fill the hole in. It's the ground.
No, that's
for
not what
like
I'm
2,000
doing.
rubles. Craft your green gunpowder. That's all I do is I bounce back and forth between crafting the green gunpowder, and then I'll normally have this, buy this stuff, boom, 100 rounds. So that's been a huge way for me to get a
You need to make a
ton
stone
more of these
cutter.
7 and 31 rounds.
Problem.
Okay.
I need to make a stone cutter. That's.
But
the
I will
problem.
say, most of the
No, you're
time,
the problem.
especially over the past month and month and a
Oh,
half, as I've been using
got
this
'em.
gun a lot. Most
Well,
of the
right
time,
now,
I'm running
yes.
AP 6.3. So I don't know. It's just I've done tons of
Your
videos
house
about
is almost done.
expectation. It's all about your expectation. I would rather invest a little bit less in a gun that I feel really proficient with, that I know I can take out 85 to 90% of all the targets I come by, low geared players, scavs, scav boss minions,
Did yours have a door on?
and all the way up to mid and high gear players with just
An
a
oak
few
door?
that I'm really going to struggle with, like Alton Boys. I would rather do that than invest a ton of money every raid into a kit that's going to basically overkill 85% of my enemies. Does that make sense? So it's totally up to you what is valuable, what is budget, what you think you want to invest in. But this weapon is a little bit of a kick initially, but if you just compensate for that at all and just kind of hold alt while you're shooting, it is an
What did I just see?
What happened?
What's going on?
Done.
Jacob's in the same house as Kai, so.
Oh, they're
Well,
performing
there's no
activities.
front
laser beam.
wall
It's-
on the
it's
house,
insane.
and
So,
Jacob proceeds
that's the
to
MP5.
open the
I
door
hope that
that's
this maybe
there.
brought it to your attention.
Go
What I
on.
think is beautiful about this is that you can is separate from that to the M things up to get it
Hi, Gavin. Your house is
future, but running and gunning with
hopefully this will be
maybe
almost filled.
a little bit more fun. And it's
There's no roof, but that's
Nah, you just
that's
go
the only
back
problem.
Hey, where can I find coal? There's like nothing here.
Why don't you just make some charcoal?
Slabs. You
No.
need slabs for the roof. What kind of buffoon?
Where am I at? Here?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Gavin, why did you want to keep the icebox?
Because I mined a lot of ice, so I can just place it. I kept them all. They're all in my inventory.
I was gonna say, you know, the ice problem isn't.
just kill all three.
Yeah, I know, but I just don't want to waste any of it.
I got you.
We're just gonna keep
I bet
it
you the
going.
logic is probably
I mean-
if the item doesn't make it back to another person's stash.
That's what I'm thinking.
probably-
Yeah,
Probably you get it back.
You
Which
know what? It looks a lot cleaner in here. Not gonna lie.
yeah. That makes sense. I've been telling people
Hearing
that.
from
I,
Exact same, Jacob.
oh my god. How'd they get so close?
As long as you don't come in my train, you're good.
Okay, the train is coming.
Ooh.
Guys, thank y'all so much for the primes.
There's still no roof, but that's being fixed at the moment. And
Could potentially pull them away from us.
Got one. They're super geared. Face shields.
Gavin,
One's
your
dead.
house is
I'm gonna
now.
need help.
Okay. Let me figure out my backpack.
Hold on.
Alright, where they at?
Almost.
I killed them both.
I named my pickaxe.
Wait. A third. 100%.
That was me.
Yeah.
Why?
Where is he?
Just that there is a player.
About to name
pushing
my
you,
sword Baljeet.
and the grenades are getting
Baji.
Where is he?
just up to
I
the
was
left.
thinking
yeah,
about what I should
flashlight,
name my
and
store.
the
But I think
grenades
I'm
are
gonna
getting
Gavin, your house
closer,
is
so
done.
I know that there is a player
It
pushing
might
me.
literally
I just have
be
no
Baljeet.
idea
Exactly
where
what it was.
I have no idea what.
Buford and Baljeet.
I am Baljeet.
I keep getting him.
You guys talking about Phineas and Ferb?
Yeah. There's a
Kai!
guy
Now I'm blowing up the
named
well.
Baljeet.
Kai!
Where am I at? I hear lava.
Where's the explosion?
You blow up so many flipping creepers.
Oh,
It's
no,
unheard of,
no.
Kai.
Not my fault.
Oh my god.
It's all reaction.
I don't have windows on the front of
It's
my
done.
house anymore.
It's done. Windows? You had windows?
Yeah, there were windows. Not like
Windows.
that. No.
Like how?
Like, look in here. They were like
Like that?
Or
Yeah.
skeletons have aimbot.
So they
Oh
were
my
like,
God, keep
they look
God,
stupid.
No, they.
I'm renovating.
I think they looked like that.
I hear
I'm
stuff.
renovating. All right, then we have to do the test. So this is the last thing.
Yeah, renovate my windows.
All right, that's the last thing I'm doing, and then we gotta take the test.
I love how there's like speed items for everything in the game. There's Frostwalker for going fast on water. There's what is it? Depth Strider for going fast in water.
No way.
And there's Soul Speed for going fast on Soul Sand. But there's no just speed on a boot. There's no just normal speed.
Ooh.
All right,
Found
get
a
him.
ravine.
What direction? And Sturman,
Yeah,
all the
getting
guards,
the-
and your.
Yeah.
I found him.
Yeah, I'm never gonna make one of those again. I got the achievement done. That's it.